some people tap into it, but it's very like untapped. Because I feel like if women say, yo, we're not going to this event, we're not going to these things, we don't support these type of actions. Like, people have to change. A lot of people do things for women already, eh?
And,
yes. There was actually, you know what? You said that? That was so good. Because I had a conversation recently. Ooh, this conversation was so good. Because my girl and I, we were talking about how one of the mandem got very upset about the type of girls that were at the party and said that how these girls were stush. But essentially it was, this man, they were at a fete. This man could not keep up to the beat, couldn't dress well, didn't even know how to spritz on some cologne. The comment was that what he wore to bed, he wore to the club.
That's good.
Yes.
It was another series of things, right?
If you're in a hygiene god out here, I don't know what to tell you guys.
But the same concept where it's like the only reason why he goes to fetes particularly, it's not his genre of music why he was listening, but it's because of gal. Same thing as you're saying.
That was my reason at one point.
Wait, she's saying women picked up on like, oh, you're just here just to be here
some
to
get girls. Pick up on it.
Some pick up on that vibe.
You're not here to like enjoy yourself and have a good time. You're only here for your own self-interest. You want gal. And that sometimes causes a lot of
that
issues.
energy will be shown.
Exactly.
Be
very
shown.
quickly.
You would dance with him and not dance with me?
But it's real though. It is real. It is
and then
so
that's where
real.
the animosity comes in.
It is so real though. It's real. But
yo, all that mist in your face. Yo, you talking? Yo, I talked to her.
But it's also
that energy. Like I remember, me and
Hey, boy, man, stop the music. Yo, stop the music.
Catch the joke. Me and Nerdsy went to an event, and it was a soca event, and everybody was having a good. It looked like everybody was having a good time.
Right.
But there was an OG guy that was walking through mean mug. That guy stood out so crazy, but it was weird because it stood out so crazy that it wasn't even like nobody was scared of the person.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? The man came in, hoodied up, but he probably was okay, but he just had a mood and a vibe that man's literally whoever were dancing, have a good time or whatever, or watching the events on the stage, they saw that and they were like, what's wrong with this person? Like, you could see it, like everybody's like, yo, what are you dealing with?
She's just taking a bubble and you're just like, yo, what?
Yeah.
Everybody had their eyes locked on him.
Everyone's like, yo, what the?
But they went back to what they're doing. But for me, it's like it's been a very long time since I've been to these events. But
essentially it shows, right? Like, clearly you know that you're not, the fact that everybody else is jumping and waving and you're standing there and you're the only person being grabby on people.
But here's the thing. Another thing is,
the key part of grabbing.
Here's another thing too. A lot of people, it's not even about jumping and waving. Some people can tell when you're nervous. Like, it's one of those things too. Like, and that's what I realized about those events. People can tell where you're just here for gal. Or you're just, you're here to enjoy yourself. And some people are nervous and you can see it. That's why some girls will pounce on you. Some girls will realize, hey, come drink. You know what I mean?
You want drink?
Yeah.
Come get some rum.
No, it gets like that because a lot of people just, I was nervous.
Someone's just like, please, no, you grab my hand, no.
No.
I get you're nervous. You just,
but they will know. It's not like.
But you would be embraced with openness. When you're nervous.
Yeah.
But if you're grabby, no one's gonna talk to you.
Yeah.
Just a grab could just the
whole thing. Yeah.
But hey,
as you stand in the corner, she's like, hey, good. You're like, no, I'm good in this corner. No, please, no. And then he's just like, how do I move my hips? I don't
I move my hips. Don't worry, you would be taken care of.
You'll be like, you'll get destroyed, and then the next day you're like, yo, you'll be like, that's fetal. I'm okay today. I got humbled. I got out niggered, or I got out danced, or out wind out. I'm going home, and when I come back, I'm gonna come back a demon. You know what I mean? My hips will be greased. I'll be prepared. I'll lock my.
But you know what? That is some really great, positive, optimistic perspective from coming away from the event.
These girls be moving different.
Right? That's good. But these guys who come into the club with this type of like mentality where it's like, oh, I'm here for gal and therefore gal's supposed to serve me. They get so mad, and it's actually disrespectful.
I guess you what? You grease your hips before you leave. That's a funny visual. This one's just really greasing your hips,
but like make sure your hips can move. I guess because some people's hips can't move.
For those who are listening,
they need to stretch.
Please stretch before you enter a dance hall or a
just cat roll.
You have to stretch.
They can't keep up.
This is very true.
It's like fast wine. It's like
your knee.
I think because my back, I can't fast wine anymore. I can still slow, but I don't think I have to wait till this thing.
Man, not for fast wine.
Yeah, I guess.
And see, that's where the problem lies. Man, not for swing no hips. What type of idiot music can't play about swing hips? You know what I mean? Some people, that's just the energy of different people. But I do believe.
Can't do it like
I do believe though. I do believe though, like at the same time, like women have the power to like. It's tapped, but it's untapped. But a lot of people dress or do things for the sake of women. Just like as women do some things for the sake of men, there's a lot more man's
slave to the rod. Some dudes are slave to the cat. Yes.
Like some people, they'll be like, yo,
actual slave.
They'll be like, yo,
a sweaty.
Some next man will tell the next man, yo, why you dressed like that? Now that's not gonna get you no gal. And it's like, and this is a man telling you about what a girl would want. Which, logically, it doesn't make that much sense, but the man's like, yo, you're right, still, I need to change my swag. And then it's like, which girl told you that? And then sometimes the girl will tell you. You know what I mean? And then you go from there, but like...
Keyword, what one girl told you, not like a group. Like, that's the thing.
And then, some girls like different things. But like the masses say, hey, you gotta wear this now.
Right.
This is what looks good. A lot of times the girls don't even say it. They just see another man do it and they're like, all right, we're all gonna do it now.
The
women didn't even say they like it yet. They just said, okay, he has money. Like, we don't know how it works, right?
Yes.
But I don't understand the fashion thing.
Shout out to the women that like, husky dude. I'm not husky.
Burly men.
One time a dude called me slim. One time a dude called me slim thick, and I was very disturbed. But shout out to the women that like slim. I can't even say that. I would say husky. Shout out to the women that like husky dudes.
Husky's fine.
I won't be husky in the future, but
yes.
Shout out to y'all now.
Yeah, like man,
can't believe you call me slim thick.
It's just a weird thing, but I do believe like women have the power to say,
right.
This is in, that is not in. This gangster full gang thing is not in. We want people with degrees. Or we want people with thing.
Yes.
And a lot of people are not gonna like to change. Because a lot of people don't want to change. And hence why you have situations. It's just a complex thing because this is how you have situations like what TD Jake said. I'm gonna find the clip right now and
you can put the phone to your mic actually.
Del Prosperity will be editing this out or editing or putting it together, but give me one sec. This week, TD Jakes said this.
This breaks all sociological order to the culture we're living in now. Because we're raising up women to be men. And you are not applauded for your femininity. You are applauded in the contemporary society by how tough, rough, nasty, mean, aggressive, hateful, possessive you are, and you're climbing the corporate ladder, but we are losing our families. I know you can buy your own car. I know you can buy your own house, but until you create a need that I can pour into, I have no place in your life. So stop coming home bragging to me about how much you don't need me and wonder why.
Now that is so loaded.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll go there. How do you feel about this, Nedzi?
It's just so loaded. There's so many things. It's the fact that he bases materialistic things to a physiological need. That's the issue. So the fact that he was like, oh, I can't pour into you until it's like you have a need for me. If I could buy everything that I need to have, that does not mean or stop you from loving me.
Oh, shoot.
Period. Does not mean you cannot provide me protection in any form or matter. Period. Doesn't mean that you cannot engage in conversation with me either. So,
All right. I get what you're saying. I'm not gonna disagree with what you're saying. I just feel like, here's my thing. Me being a person watching this, and I watch this and I'm like, okay, when he says like, women are trying to be like men, for me, I'm like, that could never happen. Because a man is a man and a woman is a woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't know if it's gender tropes or whatever. A man is a man and a woman is a woman. I think what is changing is what standards a man and a woman should have. I think that's what's changing in this world now.
I don't think so.
I think it's changing. Or it's like a battle. Like, as a man, you should be doing this.
No.
And you should be the head of the household financially. And, woman has to be like
the helper.
They need you, in a sense. They supply on the man. And for me, it's like, the household is like, my mom was the go-getter. Like, my mom was the person that held everything. Like, my dad was good too. Everybody was doing their thing. But like, my mom was the person in the house, like, setting everything up. I didn't see my mom as less. Never.
Yeah.
I never seen it as like a scale of like, oh, the man is the man in the house and the woman should submit to the man or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's very weird when I hear like women try to be men, and I'm like, what does that mean? Is it because they're corporate? And like, is it corporate? Because I don't mind a woman that's corporate. I don't mind that. Like, if if you want to excel in that aspect, go ahead. But I guess the issue is when it comes to like, I guess, families, like how does it operate in like a family household? And I'm like, I'm just trying to wonder. I really wonder how it affects the family. What? Because they're gonna cook less, or they're gonna, like, you know what I mean? Like, if
there's two adults in the house, and you got your next legacy to take care of, like your kids, right? Like, both adults should be able to cook. I don't care. I don't like. This is a PSA from me to you, to people listening. If you're an adult and you don't know how to cook, you're whatless. I'll put 10 toes on that.
You can put that. What I was told and I know you should be able to cook for yourself.
Clean.
You should be able to clean yourself, because before you were living together anyways, you have to clean
by yourself.
Well, some people don't.
Exactly.
That's where the change is. Like, some people, they'll be like, well, my parents are doing this the whole time, so when I'm in my relationship, it's gonna be the same. That's what I want, my parent type thing.
And that, I think, is where the real issue lays. Because what happened was people's I think what it is, parenting got lazy, to be point blank, period. I think that as a bachelor, you were supposed to, a man bachelor, you were supposed to learn all these things that your parents gave you. You had to learn how to drive, you had to learn how to fend for yourself, get money, this, that, and the third, right? Cool. Maybe your sisters or your siblings would also be going to school, but they would also learn how to cook, clean, do all that stuff, right? How to have a mate. You would learn how to have a mate as well. That's what the expectations of your parents would do. Provide you the skill set for you to have a mate. That was really it.
And and like you should add, that's if they do that.
That's if they do it.
Right.
And I think that parenting has gotten sloppy. They don't do that now. And now it's more so you have to fend for yourself and find someone who could accommodate you, and you are dependent on them.
At 4 years old, they just hand the child this. Yeah. GG.
And the harsh reality too is like society did